I have made a broken Football Manager tactic. Okay, so I've just played through my first season in the beta, and I've been doing it with this tactic. And if we come to competitions, I've got 4th place with Bournemouth. This is first year, and with 1 transfer. If we come here, I bought in Ben Breton Diaz in January, and that is my only transfer. Outside of that is the default Bournemouth squad, which is the worst squad in this league. Anyway, let me just talk you through this tactic and why it's so brilliant. First of all, inverted wingers on support or on attack are brilliant this year. Pressing forwards, for me, seem back at their best. And like last year, shadow strikers next to a striker kind of let you play almost 2 up top, while still having them come back defensively. Now, if we come here, this is a high pressing system. From what I've seen so far, high pressing so much better than a mid or a low block. So it's just a high press, engage much more often, get people outside, stop crosses. In transition, we counter press and we counter, so we're trying to win the ball up high and create chances by doing that. And once we win the ball back, we're flooding forward. And for in possession, I kept it stupid simple. Just a higher tempo and play into space. Now, before I show you some footage of this tactic, be sure to like and subscribe for more FM23 content. So if you look here, we have a game against Man United, which we won 4-1. And a few of these goals show the best of inverted wingers in this game. And obviously, the inverted wingers do still stay really wide, which is an important thing to note. He'll cut it across for Ben Breton Diaz. And that happens so much, where either the inverted winger or the fullback will get out wide and cut it back. And again, here for this goal, it's that inverted winger getting wide and just cutting back. And obviously, against Man United, we're not a very ball-dominant side. But when you are a more ball-dominant side, it's those like wing-backs coming on the outside. Now, the things you can tweak within the tactic, keeper, because of the high line and you're aggressive in the press. I know it's a standard line, but being aggressive in the press, you end up leaving space in behind. I'd play sweeper keeper of some description. I've got Neto on support because he can do that. The centre-backs, I'd really want them on ball-playing defenders. You can play central defenders like just default, but I really prefer ball-playing centre-backs. Now, the wing-backs, I'd have 1 wing-back attack and then the other on support. And something I did do here is I put this wing back on stay wider over here in the instructions. Now with DM, I'd prefer a deep lying playmaker because they drop in to pick the ball up off the centre backs. But if you do have a really limited DM, you can just put it on ball winning midfielder on defend. It would still work. It's just not as good in my opinion. Here, I'd pretty much always have a box to box midfielder. You could try like midfielder on support or attack. But this or a midfielder on support or attack, I don't want them getting wider. I don't want them to play make. I just kind of want this running up and down. Now, both wingers, I'd have both on inverted wingers. Inside forwards works. I like switched between the two. Inverted wingers has worked better. That may just be the personnel I've had. This attacking mid, shadow striker. It took me like nearly till the end of the season. Shadow striker is just best here because I was kind of only playing it when certain players were there, so I'd only play it if like Billing was fit to play there. But playing around with it a bit more, shadow striker is just the way to go. Then the striker, I have pressing forward on attack. You could have advanced forward, that would work. Just anything which has move into channels on. That's the main thing you need. But with this being a really high pressing system, I do pressing forward. Now, 2 things right at the end here to get more out of any tactic you're doing. After a game, especially if you have a midweeker, sort by picked, select all 11 players that have just played, right click, training, rest, 2 days off after every game, that is. And the other thing you can do to make this tactic work better and work better quickly is after every game, change one of your rests, go to match preparation, and do a match review after every game. Because if you look here, tactical familiarity, it just gets them better at playing the system a lot faster. Anyway, thank you for watching. Again, subscribe for more FM content, and goodbye.